We're live right now. We're just going to do a quick recap of the first half of the Packers versus the Bears.
You sure?
Yeah, I almost forgot the name.
Funny.
Yeah.
For the record, who did you pick in this game?
I picked the Bears. I didn't
Okay.
actually do an official pick, but I pretty much was picking the Bears.
Okay. I did too. I picked the Packers to win the division, but I picked the Bears to win this game.
Right. I get why, man. This is going to be a hard game, man. I don't know who's going to win because honestly, this has been a defensive game, bit time.
Well, and I want to make I want to throw something out there. I think you can see that neither one of these quarterbacks played in the preseason.
Oh yeah. I mean, Aaron Rodgers' numbers are kind of skewed. He had that one good drive at the beginning of the second quarter, but other than that, he hasn't been good either.
It is typical Aaron Rodgers though, in the fact that the Bears look like they've done a lot right, and they're losing because he put together one great run of 9 of 10 passing for 112 or 15 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah,
and you're losing.
There's been one good drive in this whole entire football game, and it's by the Packers.
Yeah.
Other than that, neither team can even get it to midfield. I mean, it's a defensive struggle, and Rodgers is taking a beating, man.
Well, you know what? I would be wrong if I said the Packers defense looks better. They put a lot of work into it in the offseason. They drafted a lot of defense, and Pettine's defense does look better right now. So now,
you're right.
How much of that is Trubisky? I don't know. I'm still not entirely sold on that guy. So
yeah, Trubisky has not looked good. He has not looked good. I mean, he's been missing some open receivers.
He missed Allen Robinson, was wide open a minute ago. On their last drive, in fact, to the left of the field, Robinson was waving his hands at him, and Trubisky just didn't see him.
Yeah. And, man, can Chris Hollingsworth, it sounds like he just wants to suck off Aaron Rodgers, man.
Chris Collinsworth, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end,
he loves Aaron Rodgers, yeah. He's a big Aaron Rodgers guy.
It's like at the end, 15 seconds of, give him the ball back to Aaron Rodgers, to make something happen, even though he got the Hail Mary off, but
they've called a couple of those Hail Mary games too.
Yeah.
So, they're probably like, for the sake of ratings, I hope this happens,
Yeah. Yeah, and Aaron Rodgers actually almost got picked off a couple of times in the game too. I mean, his last throw before the Hail Mary, I think that one got knocked down. He threw the pass to the receiver in the first quarter. It hit his foot. That almost got picked off if it didn't hit the ground.
For full disclosure, now that Andrew Luck has kind of exited stage left, when we did our MVP picks, we both left Aaron Rodgers off of our top 5.
Right.
Would you float him up now? Because I would. I floated him up to about 4 or 5 now that Andrew has exited. Because I think as much as I want to sit here and say, yeah, Aaron Rodgers is overrated. But when I say overrated, he's not the best quarterback in the league. Is he still in the top 4? Yeah. 3 or 4? Yeah.
It's just that his last 3 seasons have not been MVP worthy at all. So that's why I'm not going to bump him up. I don't know who I'm actually going to get to replace Andrew Luck. I really don't know who to bump up into the top 5 now. I don't know. I don't think he's going to be Aaron Rodgers because I don't think they're going to win the division. I got the Bears in the division. So I don't know. I don't know where Aaron Rodgers is going to be. I mean, last year he definitely wasn't a top 10 MVP candidate, not even close.
Right.
So and he has declined. His accuracy is not what it used to be. He's not as efficient as he used to be. So I
don't think he can win the award, but could I see him playing like a top 5 quarterback? Yeah. I could see that.
Yeah. He can definitely do that. But the one thing about Aaron Rodgers, his numbers are very, very deceptive. Like last year, 2 interceptions. What do you have? 25 touchdowns, 2 picks.
Yeah, it's a good
It's,
ratio, but
but
it
if you
wasn't
watch,
indicative of great play.
yeah, if you watch the game, you're like, no, he wasn't very good last year. I mean, the numbers with him, his numbers are always going to look good.
And his game is built around so much ad-libbing that nothing looks smooth.
Right, exactly.
It's not like watching Tom Brady where, Tom Brady can run that offense and it just looks like a well-oiled machine. It's like, Rodgers is making a lot of like fall away throws that happen to go 12 yards for completion,
Right, exactly, man, exactly. And I'm telling you, man, he's going to have to really kind of cut out the ad-libbing, even last year. He's an ad-libber, but he threw the ball away a record amount of times. And he got sacked 41 times last year. Last year, he took a beating, man.
Well, their line doesn't look great so far either, but
they're going against the Bears.
They're playing the Bears, which I'll tell you why I did not pick them to win the division. They had so many turnovers last year.
Right.
And we've seen in the past where great defensive teams have gotten a lot of turnovers and they won their division or they made the playoffs. Some of them even made the Super Bowl in the past. And the next year, the luck of the draw is they just don't get the ball that many times like they did the year before.
Yeah, you're right.
And they missed the playoffs. A lot of times those teams miss the playoffs even with good defenses because they didn't get the ball back like they were in the previous season.
True. Very true.
The Niners only had 7 turnovers last year. Yeah. So
wow.
and so they're talking about if they can just get sort of the league average on turnovers, how much better the defense will be,
Yes.
Because it was a historically awful year. That was like, I think, an NFL record.
Yeah.
So.
And let's look at these first half stats, man. The Packers have been one-dimensional. They've only ran the ball 6 times. 6 times for 7 yards. 1.2 yards per carry. Aaron Rodgers has thrown the ball 20 times. There's more balance on the Bears side, but Mitchell Trubisky hasn't really done anything. And they're not really running the ball well either. But the Green Bay has to be able to run the ball, I think, to win this game.
They still can't run the ball.
No,
they haven't been able to run the ball for 4 years in a row now.
No.
That supposedly was one of the reasons Mike McCarthy doesn't have a job anymore, is because they couldn't run the ball.
Yeah, but they're not even really trying to run the ball in this game. I mean, 6 total carries. I don't think you can beat the Bears like that. I mean, something's going to have to change in the second half.
I don't think you can establish a running game off 6 attempts either.
Right.
I mean, hand the ball off 10, 12 times and see what happens,
Yeah.
Because you never know if on that 9th one, a guy breaks one for 35 yards,
Yeah. Yeah. And who do you think has the momentum going into the second half, I should say?
If I was honest, I'd say the Packers.
Yeah, I can get that. But if you're the Bears, you should be feeling pretty good about you've done nothing at all. Your defense has been outstanding. And yet, you're only down 4 points.
You're only down 4, but you don't look like you can do anything either.
No. I mean, both teams have struggled to get past the 50-yard line.
Yeah. I mean, in other words, if somebody was asking me, hey, gun to the head, who's going to score the most points in the second half, I'd be like, Green Bay. I'm not taking the Bears on that. Honestly, I just wouldn't do it.
Yeah, you would think that, but Aaron Rodgers, he had that stretch in the game where he went 8 for 8. And that was pretty much on that one drive, pretty much, I think. But if you take away that, Aaron Rodgers hadn't done much of anything outside of that one drive.
But my point is, I could see him doing that one more time out of 7 more drives and then winning the game.
Right.
Trubisky just hadn't shown me enough to give me any confidence in them scoring enough. You know, I think, how many points do you think they need to score tonight to beat Green Bay?
I think they need to get to, I would say 17. I would say 17 because, well, no, the Packers already have 7.
Yeah.
Let's get to
21.
21.
I don't think the Bears can score 17 more points.
Well, I got to say this then. They need to keep the Packers to 1 more touchdown the entire game. And, man, it is a struggle. It looks like a struggle for them to even get to 14, the way their offense is going.
There is one caveat to that. Who knows? They might score a defensive touchdown or have a kickoff return or something like that.
True. The Bears defense has been pretty close to making turnovers.
Right.
They have. I mean, like I said, I think Aaron Rodgers was pretty close to throwing like 2 picks in the first half. And one of them, that went off the foot, man. If that actually didn't hit the ground, that probably would have been a pick 6.
Right.
So,
I hate to have like recency biased or anything, but I'm kind of wishing I'd have picked the Vikings to win this division after seeing both of these teams right now. But yeah, that's par for the course for Chicago. First night, opening night, the Bears are juiced up in their defense.
Right.
But far as a complete team goes, I kind of think the Vikings maybe are the more complete team than both of these teams.
Oh, actually, I got the Bear. I mean, I'm sorry, I got the Packers probably 3rd in the division. I mean, I like the Bears.
Wow.
I like the Bears in the division, but the Vikings, that's tough, man.
Well, I picked them to make the playoffs.
So you have 3 teams in that division making the playoffs.
No, I don't have the Bears making it. I've got
you don't.
I've got the Packers winning 11 and the Vikings winning 10.
Okay.
But I could see that being a flip-flop in there too.
How many do you have the Bears winning?
8-8.
Okay, 8-8. Wow.
Yep.
Man, you're one of the few people that have them that low.
I'm shocked how many people's picking them. I really am. I think they were going to sort of come back to. I think they might only win 7 games if you want to know the truth.
Wow.
I just don't know about Trubisky is the wild card, and I actually kind of like the kid as a quarterback. It just he hasn't shown enough yet. He's got to go into Minnesota, into Green Bay. Those are going to be losses for this guy.
Yeah, I mean it's a good chance. I mean he's a young guy. He doesn't look that good at all in this game, man. I mean he looks like he's struggling minorly.
I would say I like him more than I liked somebody like, say, Marcus Mariota at the same point.
Yeah.
But can I say I like him more than I liked somebody like Ryan Tannehill at the same point? No, I like Tannehill more at the time. By the way, I think Tannehill's about to take that job from Mariota.
You think so?
Well, Mariota got pulled out of that last preseason game after like 6 snaps, and they put Tannehill in. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
And just for a point of reference, Trubisky is 11 of 18 for 75 yards, 4.2 yards per carry. And he's been sacked 3 times, and he has a 70.4 QB rating.
By the way, the game started.
It is. Okay. We only been on like 13 minutes. So, all right, guys, that was our halftime show. I guess I missed it because I'm watching in my living room, which is on the other side of the house. So, all right, guys, you guys have a good night. Enjoy the rest of the game.
We're out.